audience today. Let's start with Brittany.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you for the Coral Gables Chamber and Valley for having us on this panel. I'm with the Miami Foundation. You may have heard of us through the $20 million Miami Open for Business program, where we distributed grants and loans to small businesses. Born and raised Miamian, lived in Chicago for 15 years. Happy to have returned home to help support our entrepreneurs in the community.
Thank you.
We're just seeing if you're ready, Orlando.
Yes, I was. Orlando Diaz, Metro Fund. My company is 11 years old. I've been in the real estate finance world for 27 years. I'm also from Miami, St. Brendan High School. St. Brendan High School. All right, here we go. I've been in business for 27 years, and what we typically do is a lot of financing for residential, commercial, as well as for foreign nationals. We do a lot of construction, commercial, and that's what I think the audience would probably be interested in.
Wonderful, thanks for having us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Again, thank you, Valley Bank, for sponsoring this segment. My name is Yvonne Bokumiani, and I'm with Amarin Bank. I've been with the bank for about 30 years now, and I'm also a St. Brendan High School graduate, just like Miami native. What I do for the bank, I head their SBA department, which are the government loans guaranteed by the SBA, and I'm also a commercial relationship manager, where I handle companies with revenues in excess of $15 million and above. So which are the larger loan segments that are not fit into the SBA world. Happy to be here, and I'm also board director for the Coral Gables Chamber of Commerce.
Awesome. Thank you so much, panelists. I mean, we could give them a round of applause just for that. So, let's jump right into business, and let's talk a little bit about innovative financing for small businesses. Let's start by unlocking some financial growth for the audience. I'd love if you kept your answers to 1 to 3 minutes, just depending on how much detail you want to get into. And at the end of the session, we'll leave some time for Q&A. So first question, what are the key factors that lead to companies being denied their lending request? And what are some factors that they should focus on to improve their chances of being approved? We'll start with Brittany, and then we'll take it down the line.
Sure, I'm happy to speak to that. So you all know that we had a low interest loan fund. We also had a commercial real estate product through Open for Business, and the factors are myriad. The number one at the end of the day is repayment ability. Are you bringing in enough cash flow on a monthly or annual basis to cover all your liabilities and your debt service? I think one of the things that leads businesses to think they are more profitable than they might be is some what we call in the lobby creative accounting on the tax return. So you're taking a lot of deductions so that you look unprofitable, but then when it comes time to get lending, you actually aren't really showing the cash flow that a lender might look for. Another thing that has actually given us issues in the past is also ownership ambiguity. So you didn't remember that you had entered somebody into your business and they live abroad, but when we're issuing a loan or any type of debt, we need every single owner on the business to assent into that indebtedness. And so, even if it's your mom who gave you, 10% equity infusion, we'll go on Sunbiz and a completely different person is listed that we have never heard from during the entire loan application process. So I'll leave the rest of it to the bankers next to me, but creative accounting, making sure that you're showing that cash flow, it may increase your tax liability, but if you show that profitability over time, lenders will have more. Oh, and also hidden cash flows. The number of people who are submitting, Cash App statements and Zelle statements, you really want to make sure that all your inflows of money are accounted for so that we can have a holistic picture of how profitable you truly are.
Brittany, I just need to copy and paste that. Send it to all future applicants. Thank you so much. Orlando.